Okay, good afternoon, folks. It is only the second video, as I believe, and it's the 15th of Feb. So, really haven't spent enough time with this, have I? Okay, so a reminder there's the image, which is very intricate, lots of detail there. And it made me think of the Twilight Zone episode. Time enough. Oh, I didn't even make a link for his Twilight. Burgess, Burgess, Meredith. I'm enough at last. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking of, aren't I? There. Otherwise, let's just have a read of the poem, see what I've got so far, and take it from there. Pending, formatting, disaster. Okay, so you are now entering the Twilight Library. You are now entering the library at Twilight. You are now entering the library at Twilight. I think I prefer that title at the moment. I lay my broken specs upon the book and make my way across the dusty aisles. The rubble sits outside the library's nooks as closed and tatty pages flick, fess, as closed and tatty pages pause, wait for miles. I feel my way along a dewy system. I feel my way along a dewy system, hoping for plaques of raised words and signs that some way make up for how I miss them. There is a guide in all these settled lines. The large print section becomes a friend. Braille. Braille. Dummies. Braille. Or Braille. Oh. Braille. How to guides. Guides a new Braille how-to guides a new reason to be cross. Braille guides reasons to cross. In the corner, vinyl records bend from time but still spin their tales. Hours lost. My voice echoes under a stop clock right above me twice a day, even if just out of sight. Okay. Something melancholy about it I quite like. Um, Mhm. I do like that. um, after time enough. At last, after time enough. After after twi- Twilight Twilight Zone episode. Time enough. Time enough. At enough at last. 1958. I lay my broken specs upon the books and make my way across the dusty aisles. The rubble. I'll start a new version. Why is Dewey? Did I not correct that? Dewey system. I suppose it must be capitals. That's the only difference. Isn't it? Is it both capitals? Is the total thing? Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. You are now entering the library at twilight, after the Twilight Zone episode Time Enough at Last, 1959. I lay my broken specs upon the books. Place my broken specs. Place my broken specs upon the books. And I want something like trudge, don't I? So something like something that's slow, trudge, and and feel and feel my way across the dusty aisles. The rubble sits outside the library's nooks, as closed and tatty pages wait for miles. I feel my way along a dewy system. I place my broken specs upon the books, and feel my way across the dusty aisles. The rubble sits outside the library's nooks, as closed and tatty pages wait for miles. Okay, perfect time of pentameter for the first quatrain. I feel my way along a dewy system. Hope, hope, system. Hope of plaques of raised. No, let's go back to embossed. Does embossed mean what I think it means? uh, stand out really. Yeah, right. Hope for plaques of embossed words. Hope for plaques of embossed words and signs. And, and hope for plaques of embossed. 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 Both. 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 And hope. Hope. And be. And hope. Hope that embossed words on hope for embossed hope that emboss words on signs on hanging signs will somehow will somehow make up how I miss their ken their printed and make I miss their ken. It's there. I don't like it. Oh, Dewey system. Hope that embossed words. Hope that. Oh my god, what the fuck? What's it? Hope. Singing. Hope. Hope embossed words on in-game signs. And hope. And hope. And hope embossed. Embossed. And no, oh, lost it, haven't I? And hope that words embossed on hanging. And hope that words embossed on hanging signs. Woo! Will make. Will make. I've got the same uh, verification problem. Will will substitute or substitute uh, or substitute for uh, they're now blurry Ken or they're now blurry Ken. Oh my god. Okay. It's the strike through. Can never remember. I place my broken specs upon the books and feel my way across the dusty aisle. The rubble sits outside the library's nooks as closed and tatty pages wait for miles. I feel my way along a dewy system, hope that words embossed on hanging signs will substitute for their now blurry ken. There is a guide in all these settled lines. A search for truth among I search for truth among these settled lines. The large print section. The large print section smiles like a friend. Section now smiles like a friend. Like a friend. Braille how-to guides. Braille how-to guides new bridges. Braille how-to guides new. Braille how-to guides horizons. New Braille how-to guides new horizons to cross. It's an awkward line. Around around the desk. Around past the info desk. Past the info desk, the vinyl records bend. Past the info desk, vinyl records bend. From time but still spin their tale. Was lost. Voice echoes under a stop clock right above me twice a day. Even if just above me twice a day, just out of sight. Okay. You are now entering the library at twilight. I place my broken specs upon the books and feel my way across the dusty aisles. The rubble sits outside the library's nooks as closed and tatty pages wait for miles. I feel my way along a dewy system, hope that words embossed on hanging signs would substitute for their now blurry ken. I search for truth among these settled lines, the large print sections now. The large print section smiles. The large print section smiles like an old friend. Like a new friend. Braille how-to guides. Stabbing. Braille how-to guides. Large print section smiles like a new friend. Braille how-to guides. Braille how-to guide dotted. dots, and dashes. It's braille dots and dashes. Dots and dashes. Is that is? It's just dots, isn't it? Braille how-to guides. Dotted. Braille how-to guides dotted. Dotted bridges to cross. Braille how-to guides dotted bridges to cross. Past the info desk. Past Past the info desk, final records bend from time, but still spin their tails. Was lost. The voice echoes under a stop clock right above me twice a day, just out of sight. Okay, let's try that again. You are now entering the library at twilight. I place my broken specs upon the books and feel my way across the dusty aisles. The rubble sits outside the library's nooks as closed and tatty pages wait for miles. I feel my way along a dewy system, hope that words embossed on hanging signs will substitute for their now blurry ken. I search for truth among these settled lines. The large print section smiles like a new friend. Braille how-to guides, dotted bridges to cross. Past the info desk, vinyl records bend from time but still spin their tails. Hours lost. My voice. Mouthed words. Mouthed words echo. Mouthed words echo. Mouthed words echo under a stopped clock right above me twice a day, just out of sight. Okay, this feels tighter. I still need to make sure the voice is natural, because obviously that's always a danger when you write something in pentameter. You are now entering the library at twilight. I place my broken specs upon the books and feel my way across the dusty aisles. The rubble sits outside the library's nooks as closed and tatty pages wait for miles. I feel my way along a dewy system, hope that words embossed on hanging signs will substitute for their now blurry ken. I search for truth among these settled lines. The large print section smiles like a new friend. Braille how-to guides. Braille guides. Braille guides are now dotted bridges to cross are now. Um, Braille how-to guides are dotted bridges to cross. Which print section smiles like a new friend? Braille guides are Braille Braille guides are dotted Braille um, Braille Braille what Braille guides are dotted bridges to cross. Slowly. Braille guides are dotted bridges to cross. So spending way too long on this. Braille guides are dotted bridges. The dotted bridges. Ugh. Ask the info desk. Vinyl records bend for time, but still spin their tail. I was lost. Vowels, words. Am I whispering? Above me twice a day, just out of sight. Sure, why not? Okay, so it's the Braille line. Braille. How to read Braille. How to read Braille books. Dotted bridges to cross. How to read Braille. Dotted bridges to cross. Guide. Reading. Oh. Read. Reading. About reading Braille. Reading about reading Braille. Bridge to cross. Reading. Reading on reading Braille. Reading about reading Braille. Reading about reading Braille. Uh, reading. Reading about feeling Braille. Reading about feeling Braille. Cross. Learning. Okay. Learning to feel for Braille. Learning to feel for Braille, a bridge to cross. A bridge to cross. Sure. Wow. You are now entering the library at twilight. I place my broken specs upon the books and feel my way across the dusty aisle. The rubble sits outside the library's nooks as closed and tatty pages wait for miles. Wow. You don't close pages, you close books. The closed page? Just closed page. No, you don't. As see, pressed and as pressed. Oh, okay. As weighed down pages. As weighed down pages wait for. As weighed down pages wait for me for miles. On me. Wait on, wait for, on. Hard to think about that. Place my broken specs upon the books and feel my way across the dusty aisles. The rubble sits outside the library's nooks as weighed down pages wait for me for miles. I think 4. I feel my way along a dewy system. I'm still not happy with feel though. Uh, Schlep. Schlep. I schlep my way along a dewy system. No. I shuffle. I like shuffle. I shuffle through. I shuffle through the dewy system. I slowly shuffle through the dewy system. Hope that words embossed on hanging signs will substitute for their now blurry ken. Okay. I place my broken specs upon the books and feel my way across the dusty aisles. The rubble sits outside the library's nooks as weighed down pages wait for me for miles. I slowly shuffle through the dewy system. Hope. They shuffle, schlep. Schlep. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Lep. Weird word. I shuffle, schlep through the dewy system. Hope. Ridiculous. Hope that words embossed on hanging signs will substitute for their now blurry ken. I search for truth among these settled lines. The large print section smiles like a new friend. Learning to feel for Braille, a bridge to cross. Past the info desk, Vinyl records bend from time but still spin their tail. From time but still spin their tails. Hours lost. Mouthed words echo under a stop clock right above me twice a day. Twice a day. Twice a day. Above me twice a day, just out of sight. Okay, I think I'm gonna get a little bit blurry-eyed here. I didn't even think I was going to do anything today, but I've ended up with 36 minutes on this. Okay, let's do a clean version and take it from there. You are now entering the library at twilight. After the Twilight Zone episode Time Enough at Last, 1959. A place after the Twilight Zone, 1959, Twilight Zone. No, whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh, for God's sake. You are now entering the library at twilight. I place my broken specs upon the books and feel my way across the dusty aisles. The rubble sits outside the library's nooks as weighted down pages as weighed. Library's nooks as weighed down pages wait for me for miles. I schlep through the dewy system, hope that words embossed on hanging signs will substitute for their now blurry ken. I search. Searching for truth among these settled lines. The large print section smiles, beckons, smiles, like a section smiles. Like a club friend, like a book club. That might be a bit too weird. Learning to feel for Braille a bridge to cross. Learning to feel for Braille a bridge to cross. I pass the info desk. Searching for truth among these settled lines, the large print section smiles like a friend. No, I can't do that, can I? I'm going to have to keep the eye, I think. I search for truth among these settled lines. The large print section smiles like a club friend. I want to keep that. For now. Learning to feel for Braille, a bridge to cross. Past the info desk, vinyl records bend from time but still spin their tails. Hours lost. Mouthed words echo under a stopped clock right above me twice a day, just out of sight. Okay, that's ridiculous. Coming up to 40 minutes now. I suppose I've made up for not putting enough time, really. But I'm still only halfway through the month, so we're just over anyway. That'll do for today. Thanks, folks. See you next time.